Hi folks, Jonathan Rose, CEO of Capital Gold Group, bringing you another edition of Capital Gold Group TV, bringing you the latest breaking news in the precious metals market. And today you're going to answer some questions that have been thrown at me just this past week, because a lot of people are asking me, platinum, you talk a lot about gold and silver, but what are my personal views on platinum? Do I think it's a good buy? Well, if you look at platinum, what's very interesting that not a lot of people know, that actually the price of platinum is below gold right now, and this has only taken place twice in the past 24 years in terms of trading levels. So really what we're seeing is gold trading at a premium over platinum. Why is platinum so low? Well, the past couple of years, platinum has had a few struggles, especially with the mining crisis in South Africa that produces 80% of the platinum production. And the miners have been on and off on strikes over the past 2 years. So with a country that supplies 80% of the world of its platinum supplies, that has definitely put a wrinkle in the fender. However, having said that, would a mining strike continue to last forever? Probably not. Obviously, we're in the land of Hollywood over here in California. When the writers went on strike, the TV stopped. No, they sorted it out. They carried on writing TVs and movies. So the same thing I believe with the mining production. I think platinum is very undervalued right now, and I do think it's actually a very good buy, coming off of a 6-year low, especially when you look at the levels from 2008 to today. You're really buying at the bottom of the market. Now, when you purchase something, do you want to buy at the top or do you want to buy at the bottom? Obviously, that's correct, folks. You want to buy at the bottom, but buying at the bottom of anything takes a certain amount of fortitude. And some people often say to me, you need to stick a 2x4 to your back and stand up straight and realize now's the time to buy. Even Warren Buffett has said it best: when there's blood in the streets, that's when you buy. However, folks, do people do that? Not in my experience. So people tend to buy when everything's at an all-time high, when it's at a top, and when you're jumping in a taxi, let's say in New York, and the taxi driver's talking to you about buying platinum or buying gold, then maybe that's the time not to be buying it. So the smart investor knows when to identify the buying signs, when to come in, when to come out. And again, folks, when you look at gold, silver, platinum, 3 of my top choices for metals right now, they're all extremely undervalued. And yes, we saw a bull market for the precious metals from 9/11, rising up for the past 10 years. And then we saw it peak, plateau out. Gold prices from $1,900 started to fall close to 1,000. And obviously, if we look at prices right now, gold is coming off of a 6-year low. And I think, again, if you're looking to add stability and bedrock your financial stability with precious metals, now's the time to do it. Something I talk about is the volatility index, folks. Volatility index measures the risk appetite here in the US. The last time it was this low was in 2008. Obviously, we know what happened back then with the market crash. So, volatility index is at an all-time low right now. It paralleled the same numbers in 2008. How does that make sense? How does that make sense, folks, when we have a $19 trillion trade deficit and counting? Especially when you have presidential nominee Trump say, we get to 24 trillion, we're going to be like another Cyprus. When we look at the Feds having meetings saying that we may have to adopt a negative interest rate policy, just like Japan has undertaken, where if we had a market crash, they would need to adopt a negative interest rate policy, which would decimate the value of the US dollar, where we see the yellow metal have an inverse relationship where the paper goes down, gold goes up. Obviously, another problem that we face is in the Middle East with the jihadis, with ISIS. They're springing up everywhere. And the bottom line, folks, if you think the wheels are going to fall off and things are going to go from bad to worse, then you want to be in commodities. And not only do you want to be in commodities, you want to really look at the fact that we're coming off of a 6-year low for these commodities. And that's why they're kind of like a flashing light, neon light in the desert that's just saying, buy me right now. And obviously, you don't want to put everything into precious metals, but you definitely want to have a portion of what you have in paper to be moved sideways into precious metals. And if you want to learn the different ways you can physically hold on to gold, silver, or platinum, or learn how you can put these precious commodities into a retirement account like an IRA or a 401k, then call Capital Gold Group today at 800-200-GOLD. That's 800-200-GOLD. Or just go to our website at capitalgoldgroup.com, where where you can see all the latest trending news topics, articles in the market. Check out some prices we have on some great coins like American Eagles, Canadian Maple Leafs, and a lot more. Until next time, folks, I'm Jonathan Rose for Capital Gold Group.